Now, back in the 1970s, if you went out for a meal, the chances are you'd be having something like a chicken Kiev or a steak, mixed grill, one of those kind of simple things. And if you had a salad with it, it would consist of a couple of limp lettuce leaves, a couple of slices of cucumber, maybe a wedge of tomato, and a little bit of mustard and cress sprinkled across the top. And that was about it, unless you went to a really quite swanky place, you know, one of the top hotels or better restaurants in the area where you might get something a little bit more. But in general, salads weren't anything much to talk about. Things have changed these days though. We're much better informed, and we are growing much more varieties of stuff that we can use in salads, and everyone's more informed about these things, which is a great thing because it improves our diet incredibly. Now, I promised a couple of weeks ago that I would do a lettuce special, and I'm going to do that today. I'm going to verge on the special anyway, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about lettuce, so let's crack on. So one of the things I like to do with lettuce is to grow it in these mushroom trays. Just line it with a bit of plastic, some compost in, sprinkle some seeds on top, and we've got this. This is one I've been picking from for probably well over a month now at home, and it's just been outside the greenhouse, and I brought it down today to compost it, but I can see there's plenty of young leaves on there. I'm going to pick over it before I go and get a last gasp from it, and then we'll crack on. Similarly, over here I've got these few trays over here. You've seen these before, I know I've featured them in videos. This one is a mix of orientals, things like pak choy and Chinese cabbage and stuff. This is a gourmet salad leaf mix. This one will be replacing the one you've just seen, and I've even got some kales in this one, a nice mix of kales, and they will make a nice salad too. And I'm going to do another one of these another one of these lettuce leaves up today to bridge me through the next few months, and we'll talk about that just now. So we're in the main polytunnel, and this is my salad bed, or my lettuce bed, that we've been eating from since probably about a week before Christmas, when we've been eating it ever since. You can see now that some, like this one here, are running to seed and they're in flower now. They will be too bitter, but if you think about it, a lot of the lettuce we grow, or salad things, we grow because they are bitter in taste. They have got something to them, or a peppery taste. So most of these other ones here, I can still keep picking on for another couple of weeks until it gets like this. Now, this tray was at home, and we were picking salad from this as a cut and come again thing until the lettuces that you've just seen in the polytunnel were available to start picking from. So we're talking sort of last October, November, we're picking from that. And what I'm going to do with this, rather than just get rid of the whole lot, is I'll take the top inch or two of compost off this. I'll just scrape it up, remove it and replace it with a little bit of bloodfish and bone, and I'll resow this with a salad mix. Now, I've got quite a few salad or lettuce varieties to sow. I've got a whole box of them here. These all came free with magazines and stuff, people have given them to me, and I just say, yeah, I'll take it. But there's a couple here. First of all, I've got this one, which is a mesclun mixed. There's 2,500 seeds there. They will all go into that tray when I've refreshed the compost. And I will use a smaller tray and sow this, which is cultivated rocket, and I will sow them probably directly into modules, 2 or 3 seeds to a tray, and let them grow on. I can plant them out. But the rest I'm going to sow all into this little half-size seed tray, and I'm going to use the thing I came across a few years ago, the furrow method of sowing, just with your fingertips into some sieved compost. Just make some furrows, and you can sow a small line of lettuce seeds into each, cover them in compost, and you'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 varieties in that. If I was a bit more careful, I'd get 6 or 7. And that's basically what I'm going to sow. And I've got a whole heap of seeds, as I say, and some of them are good for different times of the year. Like the ones you've just seen in the polytunnel there, they're red grenoble, and they're good for growing through the winter time. This one here I think is Freckles. Nice green leaf with black blotches on. This is a lovely lettuce. I think all of them are. And it just adds some variety to what you're growing. Now there's an old saying in catering is that people eat with their eyes. And it's true. If a plate of food looks good when it comes out, it will taste good. Even sometimes when it doesn't. But because it looks good, people will enjoy it nonetheless. So having a variance of how things look on a plate in front of you will greatly increase your chances of people actually liking what you've produced for them. So I like to grow a variety. So this is a green leaf with a black blotch. This is now a red oak leaf, and this variety is called Sowing. These are from Simpson Seeds, by the way. They have a great selection of lettuce there, and I get my red Grenoble from there as well. Different coloured seeds. This one, a sort of a browny one. But this is all there is to it. Now, when you're growing lettuce, you don't want to put them in direct sunshine if you can help it. They do appreciate a bit of shade. They want sunshine as well, but they still, you want to keep the worst of the sunshine off it during the day. So if you can find somewhere that's a little bit shaded, the plants will do so much the better for it. And keep them moist as well. They do need to keep them moist, as I will keep these seedlings moist. And I will be sowing like this between now, well, all the way through the year, to be honest. Every 3 to 4 weeks. That's what I aim for, every 3 to 4 weeks. In practice, it comes down to about 5 to 6 weeks. Because you want that continuation of salads. Now, like when I'm sowing this one in the tray down here, and these here on the same day, they'll both sprout up, and these will be baby leaves about this big when I'm ready to plant pot. Well, they will have been potted on by that stage, but not far away from being planted out. I want to grow them to bigger lettuces to take the leaves off. Those I want as baby leaves because I can eat them while these are growing. So I'm hedging my bets. And I've already got, as I say, all the trays there to eat already. So it's a continuation, and not putting all your eggs into one basket. You know, not having 2 lines of 2 different lettuces in a bed, and then overnight the slugs having a field day and eating the lot, and you're left with nothing. I grow them in multiple areas, in multiple conditions, and in multiple ways, and that just helps keep things moving and keep you in salads for the whole year. And as I think I might have said earlier, if I haven't, I'll refresh it, is that I can't think of a vegetable that you can't make a salad out of. So even from turnip tops like I've got over there, or kale like I've got in, where's it gone? That tray there, that could be scared. And a salad doesn't have to be cool, it could be warm as well. You can mix salad, you could have like pasta shells in a minted yogurt. It's a salad. You know, you don't have to stick to leaves, and you don't have to stick to lettuce leaves. You can use anything on your plot. Just be inventive and try stuff out. So there we go, that's that one. That's a grosser blonde. That's another green leaf. This one is a fairly standard one. This is from Premier Seeds, Marvel of 4 Seasons, 7,000 seeds in there. In fact, I could actually make one of those big trays out of that, which I might yet do on my next sowing in a couple of weeks. I'll try this as a multi-sown tray. And this is just a standard green lettuce. Now, if you look deeply into all the lettuces that you'll see on a given website, you'll start to notice things. It'll say resistant to drought, resistant to heat, resistant to cold even. And this is how you work out what time of the year it's best to grow a lettuce, what it's suitable, which season it's suitable for, and how best to grow it. So all the hints are generally there with the instructions. As I've said before many times, the seed retailer or wholesaler wants you to get the best out of the seeds as you possibly can. So they're going to do everything within their remit to do that. So just take notice of it and have a look and work out which seeds you want to grow. And this last one I'm sowing here in this tray is oak leaf Navara. So that's 2 oak leaves and 3 green lettuces there, and a tray of mixed leaves and a tray of rocket, cultivated rocket. And that suits me fine. Then, as I say, in 5 or 6 weeks, just do it all again. It's a tray of sieve compost. Hasn't taken that long, probably 5 minutes. I've been on here and talking about it at the same time. Not difficult to do. It just keeps you supplied. And I'll prick them out from there into modules. And there we have it. That's as easy as it gets. Oak leaf Navara. So there's my salad, and I would probably expect to be eating them start to eat them towards the end of April into May. And I will probably sow some of these. I've got far too many lettuce seeds and I want to go right through them, sow a few from each and find out which are the good seeds and which are the old seeds, get rid of the rubbish and keep the good stuff, and then we'll just keep sowing through the seasons. So that's about it for this lettuce, as I say. Plenty there to go at now, plenty to eat, plenty that's coming on, and more to come through the seasons. And I changed the varieties through the seasons as well. And one I haven't got here, which is on order, I've got some seeds on order from Simpsons again, is my favourite of all time, which is the red Grenoble, and that's a smashing brilliant lettuce. So there we go, get inventive. So there we go, there's an insight into my salad or lettuce world. Hope you've enjoyed that and hope you've got something from it. So just read the descriptions of the lettuce that you're buying and try and get a picture of when it's best to grow that one. If it's drought tolerant, summer's perfect. Don't forget to grow them in shade. You don't need warmth to get them started. Those lettuce will just go on one of these shelves in here and they'll germinate when they're ready. So I'm not too concerned about that, and I'll be sowing them every 4, 5, 6 weeks, somewhere like that, right the way through the year. And it's sort of, I'm always sowing lettuce. That's why I've got so many packets of them, and I keep buying more and I keep trying new varieties. So just get some seeds in the compost and see what happens and enjoy them. Don't forget, any of the veg that you're growing could be made into a salad, so don't just stick with lettuce as well. Try the other things. You never know, you'll come up with something new and you'll enjoy it, and that's what's paramount. But for this video, that's it. Look after yourselves, everyone. Please stay safe. I'll see you all very, very soon. Ta-ra now.